Well, it's time to trade out December's, and it is time to get January's going. We're gonna do a plan with me. I've got my month all done. I've got my tasks ready to go. These are Annie Plans printables. If you aren't aware, they are a week on one page and then a daily page, which is timed on one side and then grid on the other. You set up the whole week at a time, and sometimes I do a little bit more than that. But I'm gonna be using paper and Glam January kit that I purchased from Lisa Marie. She is super sweet. And they have just so much detail, and I love the colors. So this is going to make a great addition to my January setup. Lots of full boxes to use, lots of check boxes, and oh, so many fun stickers that I can't wait to use. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's going to be a mix of me talking and fast forward. So there you go, that's what's gonna happen. So I always like to start off with some sort of designation that it is January here. There's lots of options. I could actually cut this one off and use it, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I like to use things that people would normally throw away, and this being one of them. And it's going to be a Glam January. And for like little doohickeys like that, a little extra sticker, I'm just going to refer to this calendar as well. This is the seasonal living list of things that we need to get done or things that happen. So a blue mani-pedi, well, I already got my mani done. New Year's reading list, oh, I figured that one out already. So as you can see, this is all I have for now. Obviously New Year's Eve, and we're kind of a stay-at-home bunch, so that's why I added this little page flag and the stay-at-home sticker up here. But I always like to incorporate a few checklist box every single day. Got this big January sign, so I'm going to go ahead and cover this up with one of these page flags, and then go ahead and add this January to the top of the page. So I always want to pick like a contrasting color, so I don't want to go with a blue. I kind of want to go with a pink or contrasting the pattern. Then as far as January 2nd goes, I refer back to here, and then that's the back to school part. So I kind of like to balance the two pages, making sure that there is like this triangular effect with colors and or ephemera that I put on here. There's so many cute little stickers. Look at, it's got a little football sticker. I love the little cookies on there. We're gonna put some coffee first because, you know, it's a Monday. Gotta have my coffee. I got a few other Glam Home and Glam Plans that coordinate with this kit so nicely. So I know this looks quite sparse right now, but this is just my foundation and my base layer. As I go along and fill it in, I add more stickers from the kit. And I'll do another video and show you how I do that as I plan for each day. So now it's January 3rd, Thursday. I don't really have much going on, but I did notice that I really like this little vignette right here. Also, as I was saying earlier, I'll come across stickers that I missed before and then come back and place them in here. I do this, you'll see me flipping back and forth from time to time. I just love the way this little corner turned out. Winter weekend with the backdrop, love it. And because I have this so heavy down on this side, I want to balance it by placing some things on the top. And I know some people would, that those lines would drive you crazy. So sometimes what I like to do is add like a checklist box or a page flag, and I kind of place it off center here as well. And then I still have this little corner up here, and this is a great opportunity to use one of your deco stickers. Which one to pick? That's always the trouble. And there you go. So let's do a balance scheme. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a checklist box up here. And this is a good place to designate as a little header in between. So I don't have any headers, but I do have these Glitter Glam Basics, and you can see here I've cut this one for a different project. But if you go ahead and turn them sideways and then cut them, and if you're worried about cutting them in a straight fashion, what I do is I stick it on some old paper from old sticker paper, and then I go ahead and use my rotary cutter and my rotary cutter mat. So that kind of designates the top place from the bottom place. And then again, I go ahead and find a full box that interests me. Right there. Now I can go ahead and add extra parts here on the side. If it bothers you that there's a space here, I tend to do things like use the movie night, and it just offsets the fact that there's some space there. And if you're wondering, yes, I do put the remnants. So I've got my 2 header boxes. I'm going to go ahead and just take that off the sticker paper and put it back on there, so then I have it for next time. And this time I'm going to go over from this other side to create a balance between the full box and this header. And I'm using air quotes in my head. It's a header over this way. This time I intentionally cut them 1/4 of an inch instead of 3/8 of an inch, just to create some different shape there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Glam Plans and pick a notes section to go underneath. So this is what I would call a balanced. And then of course you can add another full box header and see how this kind of makes it all inclusive. Or honestly, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use a page flag to make it easier on myself. This is where those glam washi strips would really come in handy, but I didn't buy those. I didn't pick those up. And then I'll go ahead and write down here. I hope you enjoyed my weekly spread using the Paper and Glam January kit. I had a fun time doing it, and I will link below what the final flip through of this will be when I finish. So thank you very much for stopping by, and I'm glad we got a chance to chit chat about how we plan in our planners. Thanks guys.